In the quiet village of Umidike, nestled in Abia State, lived Chukwuma, a skilled but poor shoemaker. His small shop, shaded by a mango tree, was filled with leather scraps and worn-out tools. Chukwuma and his wife, Ngozi, struggled to buy yam and gari as work dwindled. The village market preferred cheap imported shoes, leaving Chukwuma's craftsmanship ignored. One evening, as crickets chirped, he sighed, "Ngozi, I no fit stay here again. No work day. I go try my luck for Lagos. Maybe I go find better job there." Ngozi nodded, trusting his resolve. The next morning, Chukwuma packed his tools into a faded Gonamasco bag. Ngozi prepared a small pot of egusi soup for his journey. "Chukwuma, you go make us proud," she said, her eyes misty. The village children gathered, waving as he boarded a rickety bus to Lagos. Dust swirled as the bus rumbled away, and Chukwuma's heart ached. He clutched a photo of Ngozi, vowing to return with success. The journey was long, with checkpoints and potholes, but hope burned in his chest. Lagos, the city of dreams, awaited him with endless possibilities. Lagos greeted Chukwuma with chaos, honking danfos, bustling markets, and skyscrapers piercing the sky. He stepped off the bus at Oshodi, overwhelmed by the noise and heat. His village simplicity felt distant. Carrying his bag, he wandered through crowded streets, calling, "Make I sew your shoe oh. New sandal, repair old one, shine em like new." Passers-by ignored him, rushing to their hustles. By evening, his throat was dry, and his pockets empty. He slept under a bridge, dreaming of Ngozi's smile. Tomorrow, he vowed, would be different. He'd find work, no matter what. At dawn, Chukwuma roamed Lagos Island, his voice hoarse from shouting, "So shoe. Mend sandal. Make em shine." The city pulsed with life, traders haggling, Okadas weaving through traffic. Yet, no one stopped. His stomach growled, he hadn't eaten since Umidike's egusi. As the sun dipped, he sat by a roadside, disheartened. A street hawker, selling gala, noticed his frown. "Oga, no give up. Lagos not tough but he go pay," she said, tossing him a snack. Grateful, Chukwuma ate, renewed. He'd keep pushing. Lagos would bend to his hustle, he swore. On the second day, Chukwuma trekked to Balagan Market, where fabrics and shoes spilled from stalls. He shouted, "Who needs shoe repair? I sabi work well." A woman, Mama Titi, paused, holding tattered slippers. "Oga Shoemaker, fit mend this one?" she asked. Chukwuma nodded eagerly, sitting on a stool to stitch the leather. His fingers danced, reviving the slippers. "How much?" Mama Titi asked. 100 naira, he replied. She paid, smiling. Chukwuma's heart soared. His first earning in Lagos. He clutched the note, dreaming of more jobs. Word of Chukwuma's skill spread in Balagan. Another customer, a trader named Bose, handed him 2 pairs of worn shoes. "Make them shine like new," she demanded. Chukwuma worked under the market's tin roof, sweat beading on his brow. He patched holes and polished the leather, earning 300 naira. "This now good money," he thought, pocketing the cash. By dusk, he'd mended 5 pairs, his fingers sore but his spirit high. "If I continue like this, I fit by Okada soon," he mused, imagining a better life for Ngozi. That night, Chukwuma counted his earnings under a flickering streetlight, 800 naira. He bought roasted corn and water, saving the rest. Lying on a mat under the bridge, he dreamed of returning to Umidike with wealth. "Maybe I go by Okada, carry passengers, make steady money," he thought. Lagos was tough, but it rewarded hustle. He pictured Ngozi's pride, their home filled with food. Stars twinkled above, mirroring his hope. Tomorrow, he'd work harder, mend more shoes, and inch closer to his dream. Sleep claimed him, fueled by determination. Days blurred into weeks. Chukwuma roamed Lagos, from Yobe to Ikeja, mending shoes for traders, drivers, and students. His call, "So Shoe, Shine M," became familiar. He earned enough to rent a tiny room in Makoko, no longer sleeping under bridges. But the city's cost was high: food, transport, and rent ate his savings. Still, he saved every kobo, dreaming of an Okoda. "Ndozi, I day try," he whispered to her fortnightly. His hands grew calloused, but his spirit stayed strong. Lagos was teaching him resilience, and he was learning fast. After a month, Chukwuma had saved 10,000 naira. At Alaba Market, a shopkeeper, Alhaji Musa, hired him to repair a dozen shoes for his store. "Do well, I go pay good," Alhaji promised. Chukwuma worked tirelessly, stitching and polishing under a fan. The job earned him 5,000 naira, a fortune. "This now my chance," he thought. He bought a second-hand Okoda with his savings, picturing the freedom it'd bring. With the Okoda, he could carry tools and reach more customers. His hustle was paying off, and Umidike felt closer. With his Okoda and remaining savings, Chukwuma decided to visit Ndozi. He loaded his tools and some gifts, fabrics and jewelry from Balagan, onto the bike. "Time to show Ngozi say I don't make him small," he said, smiling. The journey to Umidike was long, winding through Ogun and Oyo states. He rode past yam farms and palm groves, his heart light. But danger loomed ahead. A notorious forest along the route was known for robbers. Chukwuma gripped the handlebars, praying for safety. His cleverness, he knew, would be his shield. As Chukwuma entered the dense forest, the air grew heavy. Birds stopped chirping. Suddenly, 5 men emerged, machetes gleaming. "Stop! Bring all your money," their leader barked. Chukwuma's heart raced. He had 5,000 naira hidden in his bag. "If them take I go lose everything," he thought. But he stayed calm, remembering tales of wit from Umidike's elders. "I be poor shoemaker, only this Okoda I get." Chukwuma's mind raced. He couldn't lose his hard-earned money. Then, inspiration struck. He tied a single 1,000 naira note to the Okoda's handlebar, hidden but visible. As the robbers approached, he pleaded, "I beg, I no get nothing but this Okoda." The leader smirked, but the Okoda backfired, and the note fell. "Wetin be this?" the robber snapped, picking it up. Chukwuma feigned surprise. "This Okoda day produce money, oh. Now he might take survive." The robber's eyes widened. Greed clouded their judgment. Chukwuma saw his chance to turn the tables with his wit. The robbers huddled, whispering. "This Okoda fit make us rich," one said. The leader turned to Chukwuma. "Sell us this Okoda, we go free you." Chukwuma pretended to hesitate. "If I sell wetin I go do?" he wailed. "We go pay 50,000 naira, the leader offered. Chukwuma's heart leaped. 50,000. "Okay, but share one day each, or une go fight," he warned. They agreed, handing over the cash. Chukwuma pocketed it, hiding his grin. He rode away on foot, leaving the Okoda with the robbers, his cleverness saving him again. Chukwuma reached Umidike with 50,000 naira, a fortune. Ndozi ran to him, tears of joy falling. "Chukwuma, you don't make she cried. He shared his tale, and the village gathered, marveling at his wit. With the money, he bought a small poultry farm, stocking it with chickens. The farm promised steady income, and Ndozi's smile lit his world. "No more hunger," he vowed. The village praised his cunning, calling him Chukwuma the Sharp. His days of struggle faded, replaced by hope. Lagos had tested him, but Umidike embraced him as a hero. Meanwhile, the robbers reached their hideout in the forest. The Okoda parked proudly. Their leader, Scorpion, declared, "As ogre, I go test him first." That night, he slept beside the Okoda, dreaming of wealth. At dawn, he checked, no money. Furious, he searched the bike, finding nothing. "That Shoemaker don't play us," he roared. Another robber, Razor, demanded, "Scorpion, where the money day?" Scorpion stayed silent, unsure. He let Razor try the next night, hoping he'd miss something. The robbers' trust in the Okoda, and each other, began to crack, their greed blinding them. One by one, the robbers took turns with the Okoda, each night yielding nothing. Razor, then Blade, then Viper, all woke to empty hands. By the fifth night, tempers fled. "This na scam," Blade shouted. Scorpion called a meeting. "That Shoemaker don't chop our 50,000 naira," he admitted. The gang fumed, their pride wounded. "We go find M, take our money back, and deal with M," Scorpion vowed. They mounted the Okoda, riding toward Umidike, their machetes ready. But Chukwuma's wit had already outpaced them, and another trap awaited in the village. In Umidike, Chukwuma sensed the robbers might return. "Ngozi, if them come, we go ready," he said. He devised a plan, involving their loyal dog, Azuka. "When them ask for me, say I dey farm, then send Azuka to call me," he instructed. Ngozi nodded, trusting his sharpness. Chukwuma hid behind their mud brick house, watching the path. The village buzzed with normal life, women pounding yam, children playing. But Chukwuma's mind was on the robbers. His poultry farm clucked nearby, a symbol of his new life. He wouldn't let thieves steal it. Dust rose on the Umidike path as the robbers stormed in, Scorpion leading. "Where that Shoemaker day?" he bellowed at Ngozi. She stayed calm. "He day farm. Make I send Azuka to call M." She whistled, and Azuka bounded off. The robbers scoffed. "Dog go call person. Wetin be this?" Scorpion asked. Ngozi smiled. "Azuka sabi everything. I send M, he go bring my husband." The robbers, skeptical but curious, waited. Behind the house, Chukwuma grinned, ready to play his next trick. Azuka's bark echoed, signaling the plan was in motion. Chukwuma emerged, feigning surprise. "Azuka say inna one see me?" he asked. Scorpion's face twisted. "Your Okada no day produce money. You scam us." Chukwuma shrugged. "Maybe una no do am right. That Okada give me everything I get." The robbers hesitated, doubt creeping in. "Sell us this dog," Scorpion demanded. "Azuka." "No, oh." Chukwuma protested. After fake reluctance, he agreed for 40,000 naira. The robbers, greedy for Azuka's skills, paid up. Chukwuma handed over the dog, hiding his laughter. Another scam, another victory. The robbers left, clueless. At the robbers' hideout, Scorpion claimed Azuka first. "This dog go change our life," he boasted. He told his sister, Amaka, "If anybody come, send Azuka to call me." Amaka nodded. Soon, a trader arrived, seeking Scorpion. "Azuka, go tell my brother," Amaka said. Azuka bolted, not to Scorpion, but back to Umidike. When Scorpion returned, Azuka was gone. "That dog don't run," he fumed. He stormed to Chukwuma's house. "Azuka day here." Chukwuma nodded, petting the dog. "He miss me. Give him time, he go stay." Scorpion, fooled again, took Azuka back. Each robber tried keeping Azuka, but every night, the dog fled to Chukwuma. Razor tied him, Blade fed him, Viper watched him, yet Azuka always returned to Umudike. By the 10th day, the gang's patience snapped. "This Shoemaker they laugh at us," Viper shouted. Scorpion's pride burned. "We no go let em win again," he swore. They plan a final trip to Umudike, no more tricks. "We go deal with em proper," Scorpion said, sharpening his machete. The robbers rode out, their anger blinding them to Chukwuma's next move. Umudike awaited, ready for the showdown. The robbers burst into Umudike, ignoring Chukwuma's pleas. "No talk. You don't cheat us enough," Scorpion roared. They shoved him into a sack, tying it tight. "We go teach em lesson," Razor sneered. Chukwuma stayed quiet, his mind racing. The robbers carried the sack toward a swamp, planning to dump him. "This go end em," Blade said. But Chukwuma's wit never slept. As they trekked, he listened for opportunity. The swamp was near, but so was his next escape. In Umudike, cunning was king, and Chukwuma was its master. The robbers were in for a surprise. The sun blazed as the robbers neared a church on a hill. "It too hot. Make we rest here," Viper suggested. They dropped the sack outside, entering the cool church. Chukwuma, trapped inside, heard their footsteps fade. Then, a new sound, cowbells. A herder passed, guiding cattle. Chukwuma seized the moment, shouting, "I no go do em. Leave me." The herder, a young man named Emeka, approached. "Wetin dey happen?" he asked. Chukwuma, thinking fast, said, "Dem wan force me marry governor's daughter. I no want." Emeka's eyes lit up, smelling opportunity. Chukwuma's plan unfolded. Emeka untied the sack, freeing Chukwuma. "Marry governor's daughter. Why you no want em?" he asked. Chukwuma shrugged. "I no like big life. If you want, enter the sack, go marry her." Emeka, dazzled by the idea, climbed in. "For real?" he asked. Chukwuma nodded, tying the sack. "Go enjoy," he said, grabbing Emeka's cattle. He drove them away, chuckling. The herder, dreaming of wealth, sat quietly in the sack. Chukwuma's trick had worked again, leaving him richer and free. The robbers, still in the church, suspected nothing. Umudike's hero was unstoppable. Evening fell, and the robbers emerged from the church. They grabbed the sack, thinking Chukwuma was inside. "Make we throw em for swamp," Scorpion said. They tossed the sack into the muddy water, laughing. "That go teach em," Razor jeered. As they walked back, they froze. Chukwuma stood ahead, driving cattle. "How you take escape?" Scorpion gasped. Chukwuma grinned. "That swamp na magic, we get gold inside, and these cows guard em. I bring some gold SEF." The robbers' jaws dropped. Greed sparked again, blinding them to Chukwuma's lies. Another trap was set. The robbers surrounded Chukwuma. "Take us to that swamp," Scorpion demanded. Chukwuma feigned fear. "The gold no easy, you fit die." But the robbers insisted. "Show us, or we go finish you," Blade threatened. Chukwuma sighed, leading them to the swamp. "If una want gold, enter sack first," he said. The robbers, desperate, tied themselves in sacks. Chukwuma smirked, tossing them into the mud. He released the cattle, who trampled the sacks. "Una don't learn now," he called, laughing. The robbers, stuck and muddy, were defeated. Chukwuma's wit reigned supreme. Trapped in the swamp, the robbers shouted, "Chukwuma, a beg. We no go disturb you again." Mud caked their faces as cattle snorted nearby. Scorpion's pride was gone. "You win, ogre," he groaned. Chukwuma stood tall. "Make Una leave Umidike alone," he warned. The robbers nodded, humbled. Chukwuma freed them, but their spirit was broken. They limped away, vowing never to cross him again. Chukwuma watched, satisfied. His cunning had saved his wealth and his village. The swamp, now a legend, marked his triumph. Umidike would tell his story for generations. Chukwuma returned to Umidike, driving the cattle. Villagers cheered, chanting, "Chukwuma the Sharp." Ngozi hugged him, proud. "You save us all," she said. The cattle joined his poultry farm, doubling his wealth. The village threw a feast, jollof rice, palm wine, and music. Elders praised Chukwuma's wit, comparing him to Anansi, the trickster. Children reenacted his scams, laughing. Chukwuma felt peace, his struggles rewarded. "No thief fit win me," he told Ngozi. Umidike's spirit, fueled by community and cunning, shone through him. His legacy as a hero was sealed, etched in village lore. With his wealth, Chukwuma expanded his poultry farm. He built new coops, hired village youths, and supplied eggs to nearby towns. Ngozi managed sales, her laughter filling the farm. "We no go hungry again," she said. Chukwuma nodded, watching chickens cluck. His Okada scam had sparked this empire, proof of his hustle. Traders from ABA sought his eggs, and his name spread. "Chukwuma na big man now," they said. But he stayed humble, sharing profits with Umidike. His farm wasn't just wealth, it was hope, a testament to wit and hard work. Ngozi blossomed as the farm grew. She handled customers with charm, bargaining like a Lagos trader. "My husband na sharp man," she'd boast, recounting Chukwuma's scams. At night, they sat under the mango tree, planning. "We go build school for village," Ngozi suggested. Chukwuma agreed. "Our children go learn, no suffer like us." Her strength matched his cunning, a perfect pair. The village women admired her, seeking her advice. Ngozi's pride in Chukwuma fueled her hustle. Together, they were unstoppable, turning hardship into triumph. Umidike thrived because of their love and grit. Chukwuma's wealth rippled through Umidike. He funded a borehole, ending long treks for water. Women sang his praises, fetching clean water. He hired carpenters to fix the market, boosting trade. "Chukwuma don't change our life," an elder said. Children played, bellies full, thanks to his farm's jobs. Ngozi trained women to sell eggs, empowering them. The village, once quiet, buzzed with hope. Chukwuma's scams had birthed this renewal. His name was a blessing, his story a lesson, wit and heart could conquer anything. Umidike stood taller, united by his vision. Chukwuma and Ngozi dreamed of a school. "Our children go read, no struggle," he said. They saved, buying land near the church. By year's end, a small school rose, with zinc roofs and desks. Village kids enrolled, clutching pencils. Chukwuma visited, sharing his story. "Use your head, like me," he urged. The children listened, eyes wide. Teachers, trained in ABA, taught math and English. Ngozi gifted books, her smile bright. The school was their legacy, proof that cunning could build futures. Umidike's next generation would soar, thanks to Chukwuma's hustle. Chukwuma's tale spread beyond Umidike. Traders in ABA whispered of the shoemaker who scammed robbers. "He sell Okada where no day produce money," they laughed. At Onitsha markets, his story entertained. Bards sang of a Chukwuma the Sharp, weaving his scams into folklore. Children in nearby villages played a shoemaker and robbers, mimicking his tricks. Elders used his tale to teach cunning. "Be sharp like Chukwuma," they'd say. His legend grew, a symbol of Nigerian hustle. From Lagos to Umuofia, his name inspired. Wit, not force, was his power, and Igbo land celebrated it. Far from Umuofia, the robbers licked their wounds. Scorpion, once fierce, softened. Chukwuma teach us say brain pass machete, he told his gang. They abandoned robbery, seeking honest work. Razor joined a mechanic shop, Blade farmed yams, Viper sold spare parts. Their hideout crumbled, a relic of greed. We know fit beat that Shoemaker, Scorpion admitted. They spoke of him with respect, his scams a lesson. In their new lives, they echoed Chukwuma's hustle, trading crime for grit. His wit had not only defeated them but changed them, a quiet victory. Chukwuma returned to Lagos, this time as a businessman. He met Alhaji Musa at Elaba, negotiating egg supplies. You don't grow, Shoemaker, Alhaji said, impressed. Chukwuma smiled. No God and brain. He visited Balagan, where Mama Titi hugged him. Umuofia don't hear your name, she said. Lagos felt different now, no longer a battleground but a partner. He bought fabrics for Ngozi, dreaming of her joy. The city that once broke him now bowed to his hustle. Chukwuma left, his Okada days a memory. He was no longer a struggling shoemaker but a king of wit. Back in Umuofia, Chukwuma doubled his farm size. He added goats, diversifying income. Eggs and meat go feed plenty, he told Ngozi. She hired more women, training them to manage goats. The farm hummed, coops clucking, goats bleating. Traders from Umuofia bought in bulk, spreading Chukwuma's name. He built a storehouse, protecting stock. This now our empire, Ngozi said, counting profits. Chukwuma nodded, proud. His scams had sparked this, but hard work sustained it. Umuofia's market thrived, his farm its heart. Every bleat and cluck sang of his triumph. Chukwuma's wealth made him an elder, though young. At village meetings, his voice carried weight. We go build clinic next, he proposed. Elders nodded, trusting his vision. He donated for roads, easing trade. Women called him Oga Chukwuma, men sought his advice. How you take scam those thieves, the rigor mortis asked a youth. Chukwuma laughed, sharing his tale. His scams were lessons, his farm a legacy. Umuofia saw him as an Anansi reborn, weaving wit into progress. Chukwuma led with heart, his cunning now wisdom. Umuofia flourished under his care. Ngozi became a leader, too. She formed a women's cooperative, teaching savings and trade. No woman go suffer, she vowed. Her group sold eggs and fabrics, banking profits. Chukwuma beamed, watching her shine. You strong pass me, he teased. Ngozi laughed, counting their wealth. She trained girls, sharing her hustle. Be sharp like Chukwuma, she'd say. The cooperative grew, empowering Umuofia's women. Ngozi's strength matched Chukwuma's wit, a perfect balance. Their love fueled progress, their farm a beacon. Together, they built a future where no one begged, only thrived. The village school thrived, with kids reading Chinua Achebe and solving equations. Chukwuma visited, gifting pens. Une go pass me, he told students. They cheered, calling him Uncle Sharp. Ngozi donated uniforms, her eyes bright. Teachers praised the couple's vision. This school now hope, one said. Graduates got jobs in ABA, sending money home. Chukwuma's scams had birthed this, which turned into wisdom. The school was his proudest feat, proof that hustle built legacies. Umuofia children dreamed big, their futures bright, all because of Chukwuma's cunning. Chukwuma's farm supplied Abia State, his eggs and goats famous. Traders called him Oga Sharp, begging deals. He opened a shop in ABA, managed by Ngozi's cooperative. "We know be small again," she said. Chukwuma nodded, signing contracts. His scams were Folklore, his farm a powerhouse. Markets in Onitsha and Enugu stocked his goods. Chukwuma don't change Igbo land, a trader said. His name was wealth, his story inspiration. From shoemaker to mogul, his hustle reshaped lives. Umuoffia's hero was now Abia's pride. Chukwuma and Ngozi planned a family. "Our children go grow with plenty," he said. Ngozi smiled, touching her belly. They built a new room, painting it blue. "This now for our future," she said. The village prayed for their child, expecting a sharp one. Chukwuma's scams had secured this, a home, a farm, a legacy. He imagined teaching his child wit, like his elders taught him. Ngozi's love made it real. Their dream was no longer distant but here, in Umuoffia's embrace. The future was theirs, built by cunning and care. Umuofia held a festival, honoring Chukwuma. Dancers twirled, drummers pounded, and jollof steamed. To Chukwuma the sharp, an elder toasted. He blushed, raising palm wine. Ngozi danced, her wrapper swirling. Children reenacted his scams, giggling. The village feasted, united by his triumph. "You give us hope," Mom and Kechi said. Chukwuma's heart swelled. His farm fed the crowd, his wit inspired them. The festival was Umuoffia's soul, community, hustle, joy. Chukwuma's scams had sparked this celebration, his legacy woven into every laugh and song. Years passed, and Chukwuma's farm grew. He built a clinic, staffed by ABA doctors. "No sickness go in us," he said. Ngozi's cooperative funded scholarships. Their child, Chidi, was born, sharp like his father. Umuoffia's school sent graduates to universities. Chukwuma's story lived in songs, his scams now proverbs. Be like Chukwuma, elders taught. His wit had transformed a village, his hustle a beacon. From shoemaker to legend, he proved brains beat brawn. Umuofia stood proud, its hero's legacy eternal, etched in farms, schools, and hearts. Far off, the robbers thrived honestly. Scorpion ran a garage, razor farmed, blade traded. They met yearly, laughing at Chukwuma's scams. "He school us well," Scorpion said. They sent gifts to Umuofia, honoring their teacher. "Chukwuma na our Anansi," Blade said. Their lives, once dark, glowed with hustle. Chukwuma's wit had not only beaten them but freed them. They told his story, crediting their change. From thieves to traders, they mirrored his grit. Chukwuma's scams, once their shame, became their salvation, a tale of redemption. Chukwuma and Ngozi aged gracefully, their farm a dynasty. Chidi ran it, sharp and kind. "You teach me well," he told Chukwuma. The village thrived, schools, clinics, markets. Ngozi's cooperative empowered thousands. Chukwuma's scams were bedtime stories, his name a blessing. Under the mango tree, they sat, hands clasped. "We win life," Ngozi said. Chukwuma nodded, content. From Lagos streets to Umuoffia's hero, his wit built a world. Peace wrapped them, their hustle complete. Umuofia sang their praise, a village reborn, forever Chukwuma's home. Moral lesson, wit and resourcefulness can overcome any challenge. Like Chukwuma, use your intelligence and hustle to turn obstacles into opportunities, building a better future for yourself and your community. Loved Chukwuma's clever tricks? Hit that like button, subscribe for more inspiring Nigerian tales, and share this video with your friends. Drop a comment below, how would you outsmart the robbers? Let's keep the hustle alive.